doggy dogs. So welcome back to the farm. It has been a very, very busy day here, and I have a lot of updates I want to share with you guys. But first, we got to do our farm chore. So yes, we finally have a name for our new baby calf. Also, my nephews just came and visited the farm, and I witnessed something very interesting as it relates to Ralph the duck. But up there, you can see our proud papa, Macho Man. He's the father of our new calf, as well as any of the other new calves that we might have, which we should probably go up here and check to see if we have any new calves that have been birthed overnight. Because in particular, Audrey the boss cow seemed like she was about ready to drop. And there's our stoic boss cow up there. Let's head in and check on her. Hey Audrey, how's it going, mama? Or soon to be mama? Still doesn't look like you had anything yet, but based on that discharge in mucus, I feel like she could go at any moment. I'm just checking in, just seeing how things are going. You're looking really bagged up down there. I'm sure you're ready to let that baby go at any moment too. So you just do it when you feel like it's natural. And here we have my other two at any moment mamas. Hey Ariel, how's it going? You're also looking ready to pop. Very soon, girl, very, very soon. And then my third mama, who could go at any moment, is Annabelle here. So I don't have actual due dates for any of them. It really is just a game of waiting and seeing. Like, I'm out here every couple of hours checking. Like, I did the nighttime check at around 10 o'clock last night. Are you about ready to calf, girl? You look it. And you're all by yourself. Whole rest of the herd is over there, and you're over here. And as I was looking at Audrey in particular, I was expecting to come out here with a calf this morning, but no new calf. But I do see our old calf. Hi, baby B. How's it going, sweetheart? I know I'm not supposed to call you Baby B anymore, and I should be using your proper name, Beatrix, but you might forever be Baby B just because of who you are and how you are. So as you guys might recall from our last video, we do have our first calf of the year. Actually, Baby B was our lone calf from last year. The new calf, though, I can actually see him over there with his mom. I'm happy to report that he's doing well. Both mom and calf are really healthy, and I'm very excited to announce that he does have a name. So as you guys know, we name all of our male calves on the farm after dead rock stars, because most of them are going to wind up as steers and end up as beef, and so that means they're going to have a shortened lifespan. And while I do think it's important to actually name them because it's a sign of respect and makes me as the farmer care about them as a creature, the dead rock star part is a helpful reminder of, hey, they won't be here forever. Now, in the comments of my last video, you guys offered up a lot of helpful suggestions, but the day that that calf was born also happened to be my good friend Pinbo's birthday, and so as a birthday gift to Pinbo, I decided to let him name the calf. And Pinbo requested that the name be Elliot Smith.
What is this tattoo, actually? It's the first thing I want to ask you.
It's a children's story. It's called Ferdinand. It's like a bull who doesn't want to go to the bullfight, but he does.
That's awesome.
So say hello to Elliot Smith, who is the daughter of Anne of Green Gables. Would you guys look at this little needle in the hay? He's starting to get his spunky calf energy, and it's really good to see. What's up, buddy? Tuesday. But I'm also not surprised to see him hiding, because the other day I actually had to perform a little procedure on our friend Elliot. You see, like I said, he is a male calf, and the male calves on our farm often are going to be raised for beef, and in order to raise them for beef, you usually want to castrate them and make them a steer. The difference between a bull and a steer is basically just a pair of testicles. And so the other day, for a little while, I sectioned both Anne of Green Gables and Elliot Smith off from everybody else, and I actually applied a band to Elliot so that his testicles will fall off in the not too distant future. In the past with Joey Ramone, for example, I actually castrated him when he was about 8 months old, and I actually found that that was much more complicated and disruptive. And so many people that I've known have spoken very highly about just banding them when they're about a day or two old. And when I compare it to the surgery that Joey had to go through a while back, take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal, I like to steal, and I'm half the calf I used to be. Yeah, the actual surgery part is just really traumatic for the animal, and so I decided to sneak in there. And now the bander is basically like this little clamp thingy that stretches a rubber band. And so I took that bander with a band on it, and I snuck in and I separated Anne from Elliot so that Anne wouldn't be able to attack me while I did this. very simply and very quickly, I was able to apply the band to Elliot, and it was way easier than I thought. There you go. You're all set, kid. That was it. I also used that as an opportunity to apply some iodine to his navel to ensure that that doesn't get infected, like where his umbilical cord comes from. And so our little buddy is now in the process of becoming a steer, which shouldn't take too long, and hopefully it won't be nearly as stressful as what my buddy Joey Ramone had to endure. Wouldn't you agree with that statement, Joseph? Oh man, he is in the mud. We have been getting so much rain. It's supposed to rain more again today. Here on the farm, we are in the absolute thick of mud season. So the other big news and activity that's happened on the farm is my sister and my brother-in-law and my nephews came up to the farm for the weekend, and it was really fun having them hang out and get to spend time with them this past weekend.
A moment of Abby Toby's out. Hey, you two. She's good. Hey, no. Okay, I'm sorry guys, that was a big bummer. He was being rude. Good job, buddy. See?
There you go.
Oh.
And there might not be.
Do you like to go to the mall?
Yeah, son.
Ah,
I like to
that's
poop in
very
your
interesting.
face.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Let me do this on your
Look,
face.
I can make my tail turn into a helicopter. Wubba 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 wubba
Wait,
wubba.
me too.
You went
I
to the
bought
mall
them.
too?
The guy said I stole them, and when I paid
You
$100
stole
to
them?
buy
You
them,
stole
he
the
told me
shoes? Really? You
$100,
did?
and I had to pay all my money.
You had to
Pretty
pay all your
stupid,
money?
I know, it's pretty dumb.
That is dumb. That's very dumb.
You know, it's always so much fun having them spend the time up here, and I'm always a little bit sad when they have to go. Release the Kraken! But as we tell my nephews, if they don't go home, they'll never be able to come back to the farm. That is a logical truth. Of course, part of me hopes that they don't ever try to really unpack that one, because you don't really need to come back to the farm if you're already at the farm. I don't know. Come on, guys, come on. All right, guys, come with me, come with me. So I've got some new news about Ralph the duck that I think some folks are going to be very excited about. So as you guys can see here on screen, that tiny little duck with the white neck and belly and the green head and the black body and the curly Q tail feather at the back of his bum, his name is Ralph the duck. And he's a breed of duck known as a call duck, which is a form of domestic duck, but it's significantly smaller than most of the farm ducks I have here at Goldshaw Farm. He was a rescue duck, and that my neighbor had a bunch of call duck drakes that he needed to get rid of, and I offered to take one of them. And so that one is actually Ralph, who you see waddling over there. So when Ralph first arrived at the farm, he definitely didn't fit in. He was getting picked on. It was just not a good situation for him. But with time, he really blended into the rest of the farm and became a part of the flock. But now the one thing I've always known about Ralph is because he's so much smaller than everybody else, he might not actually ever have a chance to find a girlfriend. Well, I've got some news on that one, because the other day I was out here doing chores with my nephews, and you'll never believe what I saw.
Who is that?
It's Ralph the duck. He's getting ladies. Good for him.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
He's kissing the girl duck.
How is he kissing?
See, look, see him?
They have to be on the lips to kiss. Or he's kissing her on the cheek,
On the neck.
neck. Is that the sign that they love each other?
Yep.
Is he?
Hey, he's got a girlfriend. I'm very happy for him.
Happy anniversary, you two. Hope you don't break up until college time.
So yes, Ralph has at least one girlfriend on the farm, and I'm very happy for him. And I don't know, I don't really necessarily want to make a lot of ducks for the farm, and I'm trying to actually minimize how many ducks we have on the farm, but part of me really wants to try to do a breeding program just with Ralph and see what sort of little interesting ducklings get produced with mixing him with one of my khaki Campbells, or maybe one of my runner ducks, or maybe a little bit of both. And so that's an experiment you should probably watch out for, I guess, later on this summer. But props to my boy Ralph the duck. You know, as a side note, my friend Chrissy, who runs a social media account called the Dunkin' Ducks, she raises only call ducks, and she's actually getting ready to release a book that I have read and have got to say is absolutely incredible. And it's really all about how to care for a pet duck. The release date I think is a little bit later this spring, but I will try to leave a link for it down below, and you should definitely check it out. So one of the things that happens is when we have house guests on the farm, sometimes they'll get food that I don't usually eat around the farm, like for example, I have some Hawaiian rolls. And so that usually means when we have leftovers and everything's done, I like to give them to the animals. It looks like Toby Dog wants to try one of these. All right, buddy, you can have half a hamburger roll if you sit. Good boy. There you go. Oh, you're looking at me so sweetly. I'm gonna give you another half. Here you go, pal. You know, Toby Dog, sometimes when he gets food like that, he's a little slow to eat it. And so these little vultures will try to get the food from him. And it's pretty hysterical to see because it's like the only time I ever see him even show any aggression towards the birds. But it's basically just him scaring them away so that they don't try to steal his food. Yeah, you got a heart of gold, pal. Of course, I can't let the dogs hog all the food. So out you go, kid. Come on, out. All right, for the first time ever on the internet, we're gonna be trying to do bread camera. Now you might be wondering, well, what's bread camera? And it's basically a camera stuffed inside bread. Here you go, you vultures. Whoa, it's like they got the football. They just ran right away. And I think they already lost the camera. They're just running around with it like it's a football. Where's the camera though? Did I lose it? Oh, here it is. And so yeah, that was bread camera. There might actually be a reason why nobody on the internet's ever done that before. You know, I do have a couple of other treats for the birds. So some of the pumpkins that we grew in here have started to get a little soft and gross, and so it's becoming bird food. Look at them chow down. I also made some spaghetti and meatballs for dinner the other night, and there's plenty of leftover spaghetti, and there is nothing funnier than watching chickens eat spaghetti. We are flush with duck eggs this morning. I don't know, I think I have like about 15 or 16 in here so far, but I have not gotten a single goose egg, which honestly has me worried because I'm officially in the part of the year where I collect batches of eggs each week for the geese, and I put those in the incubator and I start the hatching process. I was supposed to put a batch of eggs in this morning and I don't have any bonus goose eggs to put in there. I don't know, it just has me a little concerned. Like they were laying really, really well the first few weeks of winter, but it's already started to taper off way sooner than I would have expected. And it's unfortunate because they were doing really well when I was selling eggs, but now that I'm hatching eggs, it's not so good. Come on, geese. I need more production out of you. I mean, not you because you're a gander, but that girl back there, those girls back there. All right, let's see if we got any chicken eggs. Oh, we got a full house in here, huh? Yeah, there's a line at the door here to get into this club. I'll let them keep doing their thing. It's funny, the weird chicken house has become the favorite spot of the chickens to lay. I still have a couple who lay random eggs elsewhere, but for the most part, they lay in there. I do know I have this one salmon Favaroli chicken here. Excuse me, girl. Yeah, nothing yet. But that girl right there always tries to lay her eggs right here, right behind the door, and I find them every night when I'm closing up shop for the day. It's funny the way certain chickens can get their spots and they just sort of stick with them. But I suppose that's just another immutable portion of bird law. So I do have an experiment that's going on the other side of this tarp. How are you doing? Okay, we're not gonna disturb you. You're doing well though. I'm very excited to see. You guys can probably guess what she's doing, but the exact details won't be available to you for probably about another month or so. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna feed the barn cats. Be calm, be calm. Here you go, guys. Here you go. Aw, would you look at those happy barn cats? Thank you to everybody for watching, and I'll be back really soon. But until then, you should probably watch this video right here.